Okay, I just wanted to make this video to talk about complain about the PlayStation pricing this time, and to explain how Sony could have made the PS5 Pro a very easy sell if they had just used some basic pricing strategy. And we're gonna go back to the price ladder thing that I talked about in the Switch video, and um, basically the price ladder is this thing that you use to encourage customers. Is my audio on? That's weird. It's like really quiet. Oh, that's why. Okay, the price ladder is something you would use to encourage customers to spend more money because if you have one thing at one price and then you have the same thing but it's slightly better for just slightly more money, then it's an easy sell. Like the Switch OLED is a really easy sell for somebody. If you're looking to get a regular Switch and it's $300, you might as well just get the OLED because for $50 you could get all the extra stuff that the OLED comes with, like the kickstand is upgraded and the storage is more storage and the screen is better, right? That's the biggest thing. And that's just $50, so it's worth it. It's not that much more. You're already spending 300. You might as well spend the extra 50, go the extra mile for the best of the best experience. So they could have did this with PlayStation. It would have been a really easy sell if PS5 Pro. Okay, let's start here. PS5 right now is 500 for the regular model and 450 for the digital only model. So it's a really easy sell. Unless you're really adamant about getting digital only games, then you're probably going to want to pick up the $500 model. And that's there. We can start there. And a lot of people were assuming $600 for the PS5 Pro. So that would have made sense. PS5 Pro $600, PS5 $500. So they could have had the PS5 Pro with disc at 600, and they could have the PS5 Pro digital only at 550. And that could have been a very easy scenario to encourage people to spend more money to just get the Pro. Because if you're looking at the PS5, if you're a customer and you're gonna go into a store and you're like, yeah, I want to get a PS5. How much is it? And somebody tells you it's $500. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Or this is how it would go. You go into a store and you ask for a PS5 and you say, how much is it? And the guy at the store tells you it's $500, or you can get the $450 one that doesn't have a disc, but it'll play digital, it'll play download games only. And the guy's like, nah, I want to use discs. And then the guy tells you, well, for just an extra $50, you can get the PS5 Pro, and then you're gonna go, really, just for $50 more? And then he tells you, but it's not it doesn't come with the disc. It's $550, PS5 Pro. You get the all new specs, you get the all new system, but it doesn't come with the disc drive. So you're gonna need to pay extra for that. So then you're like, then you're gonna sit there and you're really gonna think about it because you want the brand new system. It's just $50 extra for the brand new system with that plays games even better and crisper and more frame rate and all that nonsense. And it's just $50. You might as well get it. But the only thing is it doesn't play games on the disc. Dang it, man. You can't use disc-based games. You're gonna have to download everything. Now, for Sony, that could work because it could be a plus if somebody says, you know what, fine, I will give up being able to use disc-based games to get the brand new system since it's $50 extra, but I lose the disc drive, it's still gonna be worth it because that new spec is like so worth it. It's so worth it to get the new system and play games at better graphics and ray tracing and 60 frames and all that. And so then you would have a situation where you're really easily able to encourage customers to just go all digital with their game libraries because That $50 extra makes the system worth it, even if you can't use disc-based games. From there, you're gonna say, okay, it's 2 TB because PS5 Pro has 2 TB. So there's no disk drive, but there's 2 TB, which means I'm gonna be able to download all my games, and I'm probably not gonna run out of space. And since it's $50 extra to get the system that's way better, I'm gonna do that. And those people are gonna take the plunge. They're gonna pay the extra $50, and they're gonna lose the disk drive, but they're gonna get the brand new system with the extra storage. And from there, they're gonna be an all digital customer going forward. They're gonna build a digital library, and they're gonna stop using disc-based games. And that's a win for Sony, and the customer thinks it's a win for them because they got the brand new system. But a lot of people will debate if all digital is actually good. There's a lot of reasons to think it's not. But from Sony's angle, it seems like that would have been a good idea because you'd be able to get the customer to spend just a little more money and also get them to become an all digital customer at the same time. Would have been a really easy sell for Sony. And of course, you would have the regular disc model at $600. And maybe the person who wants to keep their disc games, they're just gonna have to shell out the money for the $600 game system. Fine, whatever. They're cool with that. That's what people were expecting, anyways. So why we got a digital only $700 PS5 Pro? Who was even guessing? Who was even gonna guess that? 700? 700, not even 600, 700. It's not even 600 without the disc. It's 700 and it doesn't come with the disc. What? No, who was expecting that? And why would you who wants to spend that much money for the game system that doesn't come with a disc? This is just and this is you really have to ask who you really have to ask who is the system for because it's a $700 game system that doesn't come with the disc, and who wants to pay that much money for a video game system that has, for most people, the improvements are not even going to be noticeable. Like, and then that's when you realize that this system is not for most people. It's for the enthusiast. This is for the guy that's gonna go. You know what? I know it's $700. It's like ridiculously expensive, you know what? For me, it's worth it. I think it's worth it, dude. I think it's totally worth it. That guy is for that guy. That's who the PS5 Pro is for. It's for that guy it's for this kind of guy that's gonna spend. It, even if the system was $1,000 to get this person would still buy it. That's what this system is for. It's not for the everyday customer. It's not for any sort of normal person. It's for that really hype premium enthusiast. Like, oh yeah, I like having the best of everything, and I don't care what the price is. I'm just gonna buy it anyways. It's for that person. That's what this system is made for. And it sucks. And it sucks from a customer perspective. It sucks if you're like a normal person, like you're just a normal kind of gamer, and you wanted to get in on the new, better graphics and all that. No, no, that's not for you. Hold your horses, or get ready to chill because oh my goodness, no. Oh, okay, it's fine. I thought it was funny. Hold your horses, or get ready to chill because this system is just not for you. If you're like a regular kind of person, or if you have any sort of a budget that you have to keep to when it comes to spending money, unless you're willing to like save up for the next 4 years, then maybe you can get a PS5 Pro. But otherwise, no. It's for that person. It's for that super epic gamer bro dude that loves to play all the latest games and he's always buying games. He's ready to spend just a million, billion, trillion dollars on whatever bogus games, and it's for that gamer bro dude that's ready to spend hundreds of dollars. It's for the kind of dude that buys the DualSense Edge and he bought the PS Portal. He bought both of those. That person is gonna buy the PS5 Pro. That's what it's for. Hopefully, this thing doesn't sell that well. Cause I'm gonna be honest. I really hope this system fails. Like I really hope that this comes out and it doesn't even like. I really hope this comes out and it doesn't even hit 10 million units because if it only hit 10 million units, that would probably still be a fail because even the PS4 Pro hit way more units. But I would really hope that this system doesn't even do well because if this system does well with its price, that pretty much tells Sony, yeah, we can do $700. It'll work. People are willing to pay $700 for a game system for such a minor upgrade too. Okay, and once you have that, you pretty much open Pandora's box because if the PS5 Pro is $700 and it's successful, how much money are they going to charge for the PlayStation 6? If we're lucky, the PS6 will be $600 at this point. And then I guess every generation going forward, it'll just be an extra $100 until we get to like PS10 and it's $1,000 for the PS10 in like 50 years. Actually, that's pretty believable at this point. That could totally happen. Like I know PS10 is like nowhere near close, but that could totally happen in the future, in the distant, distant, far off future. But for the short term, PS6 is probably definitely going to be 600 or more because if this system that's out now, that's coming out, is $700 and it's a success, it tells Sony that $700 is an acceptable price. And it's just gonna continue the trend of inflation on game systems and everything's just gonna get more and more expensive. So the only way this would be a good scenario is if this system fails and it comes out and it fails and it's super slow sales and it goes like, oh no, it's not selling according to our projected expected sales numbers. We need to lower the price. If that happens, then hey, maybe we can see a $600 PS5 Pro, more acceptable price, and maybe people will actually be able to afford one. Like a normal person will be able to afford one. Otherwise, though, I mean, if it comes out and it does good, we're pretty much just gonna have to stick with $700. Just gonna have to put up with it. Put up with it or don't get anything.